said, now all you vinyl varmints and all you record collecting crew, have I got a box of records for you. Hey, Shadow Man.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, everybody.
Good to see you again.
Oh, good to see you too.
All our friends. We had 81 subscribers.
Yeah, 81 subscribers.
Watch out.
Really?
Shooting for the moon
Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's doing well. Today is show number 39. The 39 steps.
Jack Benny, perpetually 39 years old.
That's right, Jack Benny too, right?
Yeah.
We're dating ourselves as usual.
We are old.
But today's show is Elvis Presley on 45. Now, we're going to have some very interesting early stuff, some singles and some EPs. Now, Elvis Presley put out 4 singles on Sun, or 478s, and that's all he did on Sun. And when he was sold to RCA, all the tapes and stuff they made went to RCA also, so there was more songs than just the 8. Now, I don't have any of the 4 singles that Elvis Presley did on Sun. And I don't believe, I could be wrong, I hope not, that they never put out an EP.
You're allowed to be wrong.
But when he did go over to RCA, and I'm going to tell you that this is about music and everything, I refuse to say anything smarmy about Elvis.
I can do
I
that
love
for
Elvis
you.
Presley. You can do that for me if you want, but none of this Elvis has left the building. All this kind of stuff are dwelling on like a joke, the pajama period, you know, I've heard it called in the white outfit, although that's kind of cruel too. But anyway, this is about the pioneer rock and roller Elvis Presley.
Early Elvis.
This is Elvis Presley. The first thing he did when he went to RCA is they released was Heartbreak Hotel. That was his first single. Now this was a gift from me, from a friend a long time ago, and it's actually German. This is a German copy. Now it's got Heartbreak Hotel, I Was the One, Money Honey, and I Forgot to Remember to Forget Her. Now I Forgot to Remember to Forget Her, written by Charlie Feathers, was one of the Sun singles. So they were always using, you know, to fill up these things, still RCA was using the stuff that they had bought, of course. This is a nice little beauty though. 4-song EP, extended play, as I'm sure all our 81 fans know that's what that means. Money Honey, I mean these are just
I think that a new recording artist has zoomed into big time entertainment. Yep.
Yes.
What would this guy have become if it wasn't for the Colonel? You know?
I don't know. He may have made some better movies.
He would have went to Europe.
Yeah, that's true. An EP version of the first album, as you recognize that iconic cover, I'm sure, that they've used plenty of times in other bands. London Calling by the Clash, of course, one.
Yeah.
But this is a real rocker. This has got blue suede shoes, of course, Carl Perkins, Tutti Frutti, Little Richard, I Got a Woman, Ray Charles, and a song called Just Because. And that was an older song. Geez, it could have been Rosemary Clooney or something, just all really revved up. And that was a Sun recording too. So they were always using the Sun stuff for, I wouldn't call it filler, because it's all killer, no filler.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. The second album, this is the EP from the second album, which we have behind us up here.
There it is.
Yes, there it is, right over my shoulder there.
Elvis.
Elvis, the second album. And this is again Little Richard song, Rip It Up. And it's got Love Me When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again, and Paralyzed, which is another kind of cool rocker. And, you know, these are the days of liner notes and, you know, people expressing their opinions in newspapers. The first film, Love Me Tender. This is an EP and it's got this song, We're Gonna Move, which he's like doing this rockabilly song on the porch during the Civil War. Very cool. Of course, Elvis dies at the end, so his
Oh my God.
mother didn't like this movie.
I don't like his shirt tucked into his pants, but that's just me.
Yeah. They say if Elvis had a pair of jeans on and a work shirt, he was doing a movie. So he
Really?
never would have been, he was always dressed up at home, always at the time and everything. And, you know, if they see him with a pair of jeans, he's doing Stay Away Joe or something like
The
that.
king didn't wear dungarees.
No, dungarees, they're full of dung. But
Is that how it got
this
the
one,
name?
these EPs used to be a lot more popular, and actually, there's no Jailhouse Rock album. There's just an EP, which unfortunately I shouldn't even mention because I don't have it. But that's
Worth
all right. I
mentioning.
don't lay awake at night because I don't have it, but it would be nice. These are things you come across. This is a nice one. Beautiful cover, just for you, on RCA. This was one nice 50s one. I Need You So. Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? Blueberry Hill, and It Is So Strange.
I want
Okay.
you. I need you. I
I
love you.
love you. Yep, that's it.
I-
And on the back, like the old albums, he's listing some of the other things you could get on RCA on some of his label mates, including
Very gone.
Glenn Miller. Oh, I know. This is how much he stood out from everybody else. Okay. All right, here's a nice, take this out gently. This is this little thinner. These aren't cardboard. This is a single. And this is kind of a cool song called Feel So Bad from the album Wild in the Country. Nice early 60s one. Okay, here's an EP again. This is from the Kid Galahad movie with 6 great songs. And again, a nice cardboard cover. So the imagine, I've never really seen too many EPs that have 6 songs on them. They must be fairly short. And of course, there's Elvis in the ring,
Totally
playing a
believable.
boxer. This has got.
Like Jerry to
Now
punch
these
him.
I wanted to show you because these came out in the early '80s. Now these were post Elvis passing away in 1977, but there was an interest peaked, especially with the release of the Sun Sessions in the early '80s. First time you could get them all together on an album, and this is the Hound Dog Don't Be Cruel one. As I say, these are early '80s ones, but they're very nicely done. Again, in cardboard, but it's from the Collector's series, as you can see. And they're all pretty cool songs. This one was Devil in Disguise.
You're the devil in the sky. Oh, yes,
Like
you
an
are.
angel. Some of his better stuff, post-army things were, you know, pick and choose.
You're the devil in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you
And another great single, his latest Flame and Little Sister.
are. Little sister, don't you?
Yes,
Something, something.
great rockin' song, yes.
Know the tunes, but don't know the lyrics. It's been like so many years.
So while I was here, I thought I'd show you this other lovely 1980s release. This is beautiful on Charlie Records out of England, and it's a Jerry Lee Lewis EP. And it's got Louis Boogie, High School Confidential, Little Queenie, and Break Up. Break Up is a Charlie Rich song.
You don't know who did the cover, do you, Kevin?
I don't know who did the cover, but this was like, as I say, like early 80s release. This Charlie Records out of England did fantastic re-releases. But it sure looks like,
Nice.
you know, kind of the nostalgic, you know, bent to the artwork you can tell is 80s. Very cool.
I see High School Confidential is on there, and that's not the same version as Rough Trade.
No, that's a different
Karen
song.
Pope.
It's a different song. I brought this along. I got this out of the safety deposit box this morning. I had to have it back by 1. Hardly had a hard time getting the handcuffs off that briefcase. I don't know if I've showed this before or not.
I don't recall.
Gene Vincent. Look at that, a 4-song Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps EP. I love this man too. And vocally, one of the people who could actually rival Elvis Presley. And you know, Daddy, you don't always have to be a good singer for me to love your band.
That's right.
But Gene, you know, and Gene, the gun-toting kind of guy, which everybody was afraid Elvis was really like, was more like Gene, you know. Ex-Navy guy, busted up his leg real bad on a motorcycle.
He was ex-Navy?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
He was in Norfolk, Virginia, he's from. And he was in the Navy there, and then he was in a motorcycle accident, and supposedly wrote Bebopalula in a hospital bed.
Really?
Came out, and yeah, had a very crazy, tragic career.
And
Big in Europe.
I always thought he was British.
Lots of people think that he's British, him and Eddie Cochran, because they were over there more popular over there. But yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mr. Gene.
As they say about the U.S. military back in World War II, overpaid, oversexed, and overheard. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he was in the 50s, Merchant Navy or whatever, so I'm not sure if they were actually at war. But anyway, when I was, you know, going over to my friend's house and bringing some 45s to listen to, and what would I bring them in? How about one of these magnificent tune totes here with the handles up the top, right?
Wow, we're having a sleepover.
There's me and Shadow Man.
Really?
In embossed plastic, sitting up in the room listening to 45s.
Yeah, I used to wear a dress back in the day.
Yeah, that's when my hair would go in a ponytail, yeah. So.
Yeah, I still have the ponytail.
And tune tote. Look at these.
That's
beautiful.
Awesome.
Aren't they beautiful? And they got that, like inside. Look, check this out. Still in here.
Sure.
They have the. See, they have
Yeah.
the rhythm tote, the playlist, and all the records. You carry all these around in you.
Do you have any of those boxes that contain 50 45s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll bring those sometime. The little checkered boxes and everything. You've got some of those.
I've got 3 of those boxes
I
full.
remember those. I can
63,
remember.
64 when I first started getting into the music. Before that, at our place, it was Country Western, CHOW, the Gaza Rico. This is all local stuff, you guys out stateside wouldn't know what.
Once we heard our stuff and saw it on TV, that was it.
Yeah. Something happens at 13, you suddenly get interested in music.
Well, I was lucky to be
Rock and roll.
interested in earlier than that, having a much older brher and knowing
There you
you
go.
next door.
Well,
I probably, heard more stuff from you and buying albums.
I heard some of my first oldie stuff, can't think of any of the names right now, like the Times, from a guy 2 doors down the street. He was at he was a couple of years older than we were, so we would hear what he was, Brian.
Right, yep.
I don't know what happened to his stuff, but
Sorry for about the private conversations here. This is
we're down memory
Neff
lane.
Street, Port Colborne. But we're done anyway.
That didn't hurt.
No,
Didn't hurt
I
at all.
hope you enjoyed that today.
I
And,
did.
here's to Elvis Presley. It's a glass of jungle juice from A&W.
That's got to be vintage.
It is. I think it's from like '66. This bottle was. Sometimes after these shows over,
Yeah, we'll
we have a
never.
little bit of indigestion, but that's when you're drinking vintage pops, But we do it for you.
All for you.
It's all for you.
You
We're just like
beautiful people
like
out there in the vinyl community.
Danny Thomas and his manager, just always thinking about the audience. That's right.
Yeah.
So, are we cooked?
Not as
We're
cooked
done.
as
We're done.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, yeah, because
Yes, put the meat thermometer in. We're done.
it's thick of parking meat. Thank you everybody for watching. If you watched.
What the fun?
What the fun. Thanks everybody. Yep, had your tea.